Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to interview the main event of Misfits 14, who really represents the country of the Philippines. Please welcome Salt Poppy.
Thank you,
And
sir. I'm very happy to be here, man. Nice to meet you as well.
yes, it's nice meeting you as well. And Salt, finally getting your spot deserved into the main event against Amadeus Ferrari. How long ago did you get this notice to fight, for Misfits 14?
Um, like 1 month?
Oh, like a month ago. Okay. So
Yeah.
has your training camp been like just 4 weeks? Have you been
No,
preparing for this?
I just been like training really.
Oh, okay.
It's
Got
my
you been
last
training
fight.
before
Like
and then got the fight.
I've always been in the gym, like training with the guys.
Got
So
you.
I was ready for whatever.
Oh, okay. That's then yeah, dude, you're ready then. Okay, fair enough then.
Yeah.
What is it? Do you think that you finally getting your spot on the main event against Amadeus Ferrari, getting that main event spot, do you think that it was the right time for you to get it or you should have gotten it earlier? You know what I mean? Because I feel
Man,
like,
I don't really think about like, like main event, like, stuff like that. Like like if
hmm
I get the opportunity, whatever opportunity, I just come take it. It would have been nice if my main event was in the Philippines. It would be
Yeah.
crazy if it was in the Philippines, yeah.
Dude, no, that would be
Because
cool. I know.
most of my followers are from the Philippines,
Yeah.
but I live in the UK. So
hmm No, for sure. That's like second home. I get it. But
yeah,
I
yeah.
know I, I know I was talking to Mams on Twitter and he did say like after this year, because he says this year's solely focused on UK, US, he is gonna start branching out to other countries. Hopefully it's
Yeah.
the Philippines, because that would be really cool to obviously
Yes,
kind of
sir.
go to your hometown to fight. I think that'd be really dope. But in that main event though, Mrs. 14, Amadeus Ferrari is coming off very confident. And,
Yeah.
for this fight, do you think that he is coming off confident like how he is, or he is just kind of covering up all that because he maybe be nervous?
I mean like in this sport you have to be confident if you want to win.
Yeah.
Like it might be fake,
hmm
but like you gotta hiding it. You gotta like be good at hiding it. And
hmm
yeah, I'm not sure, but he definitely have more fighting experience than me. He got like 14, 15 MMA fights already.
Yeah.
He had he done some boxing, kickboxing. I only have five boxing fights for two champions of Misfits. But after the two lessons, I felt like I'm a much better fighter right now. Definitely,
hmm
it was a good lesson for me. Very good experience.
Totally. And obviously kind of helping you throughout training has been Coach Solomon, even throughout all of your fights. I know the last couple really hasn't gone your way. What do you think, in your opinion, has been the biggest adjustment in camp to make sure that you do get the win against?
Now I feel like now the bright lights on me. I'm like the main focus on the main event. Feel like
hmm
I feel like it's time to show my full potential and
Yeah.
show the world, like everyone, what I can do. And yeah, man, hopefully get those rematch. And if not, I'll just fight like, I'll just take on more challenges. And yeah,
Yeah, I know, how do I say it? I know
I
there's
feel
a couple people.
like I made
So,
some mistakes. I
hmm
know what mistakes I made, but I'm gonna try correct them.
for
And
sure.
yeah,
No, I mean, as long, like I said, I feel like, you have a good team behind you, and I feel like as long as you recognize that and
I
try
think
to,
it's just like due to lack of experience really in the ring. I feel like
Mhm.
I think I rely too much on my natural abilities,
Yeah,
like good hand speed. I'm quite athletic, and I just relied into that. I didn't really use my brain.
no,
You know
totally,
what I
and
mean?
yeah, no, for
Because
sure.
boxing, you have to have like some IQ as well, boxing IQ, how to
hmm
use the ring, like when to like rest, stuff like that, like when to hug, blah blah blah. Whenever
Yeah,
I just came to fight, I
got
came
you. No,
swinging.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean. No, I feel like Coach Soul is someone who like you have like I feel like you have a good team behind you, especially with Coach Soul being there to
Yeah,
kind of
sir.
teach you those things. So, and I do want to quickly ask, right? Because we're kind of in the topic of 2023. I asked Coach Soul this same question when I interviewed him, but how did you look at that year? 2023, on paper may not be maybe not what you want, but at the same time, you did grow, a lot in 2023. You got a lot more recognition. Do you think 2023 was a good year?
Yes, definitely, probably one of the best
Mm-hmm.
like year of my life. I know it's
Oh,
like
for
up
sure.
and down, but life is
Yeah.
like that. You don't always like win.
Mm-hmm. No,
Sometimes you
for
gotta
sure.
lose, like get humbled. Like I feel like I've been humbled. Now I'm a much better fighter.
For sure. Actually, Coach Soul, he did say something similar about how like, I mean, even though sure, on paper, whatever, but you did, grow a lot in terms of like
Yeah, because I felt like
yeah.
if we were to fight, like 10 out of 10, I'll beat those guys more than they beat me.
hmm I actually do want to get into that a little bit, right? Um, Anthony Taylor, Slim, you do really want to get that rematch. Is there a particular one that you kind of want to go against the most?
Uh, I don't really mind. Like with Slim, I have to lose weight again, so it will take time.
Yeah.
I'm like 170 right now, so I have to lose another 5 pounds for that. But with Anthony Taylor, I can just go up to 175. But Anthony Taylor, he needs to fight like, he hasn't had a fight
hmm
for
Yeah, I
quite
mean,
a long time. So
yeah,
maybe he like, he should like defend it against someone, and then maybe when it's time, I'll fight him again.
got you, got you. I know. At just come off the win against King Kenny. Um, is
Yeah.
is King Kenny someone? See, 'cause I'm just trying to see what kind of like the picture is next if we want to really go against. Is King Kenny kind of on that timeline too to eventually go against those rematches, or do you want to go straight to that rematch against one of the
Yes,
two
definitely. Like
finals?
King Ken is like he's definitely on my list. All of
hmm
them big names.
Yeah.
Jarvis, like Gabe,
hmm
King Kenny. Yeah, I'm ready to fight whenever. But it's all like up to them, like whenever they want to fight. I'm not trying to like rush anybody, like
hmm
force them to fight.
For sure.
Whenever they're ready, whenever like yeah, I'm just here to like have fun, make my money and dip.
Fair enough. No, that's fair enough then.
Because at the end of the day,
hmm
like nobody really cares about your boxing record. People will just remember you for what you do outside the ring,
hmm
you know? Yeah.
No, for sure. And I do feel like, with a lot of people, there's a lot of fans, including there's very one in particular on Twitter that really wants to see you succeed as well. Giannis, by the way. If you're
Yeah, it's my guy.
dude, he's the
Yeah.
GOAT.
He's the
Yeah, I
GOAT.
feel like I feel like, you do a very good job when it comes to like, um what you're saying, I think a bit earlier about entertaining and like kind of just having fun and at the end of the day, once when you do decide to leave, kind of making that mark in the scene.
Yeah.
I totally respect that. But actually, you were talking about a little bit earlier about the Philippines. When you were on your break, you did talk about how I think you were training with the Olympic team.
Yeah, I train with them like, 2, 3 days just to see how they live,
Oh, okay,
see
cool.
what they
And
see what they do.
what was the biggest thing you learned within those 2 to 3 days? And like, will that really help when it comes to the future of your like, influencer boxing career?
I mean, if you really want to be like
hmm
a boxer, like those
Yeah.
guys, they live there. They live there
hmm
in the boxing gym with their coach,
hmm
all of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And they have like a routine that they do, like same almost every day, like running, stuff like that, boxing. That's it, like that's the life.
Got you. So would you say like
Yeah.
routine, maybe, or like would you say like routine or discipline would be like the two things that you kind of
Yeah,
got out of?
discipline. You have to really sacrifice a lot of things. Like those guys, they don't see their families.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Like
hmm
those guys, they live quite far. And they're like they're not like lucky as like some of us. like we have money to like buy food, like and stuff like these guys they're like poor.
Mm, nah, that's
So
unfortunate. I mean, respect to them to, kind of like, sacrificing and everything like that, but it's like
yeah,
it's crazy for sure. Yeah. He, to make it on a brighter note, right? I I have been wanting to try Filipino food for a while. There's some local places.
yeah, man, you should
What would
definitely
you,
try it, man.
dude, for sure. What would you recommend? What's like some of the best Filipino food in your opinion?
For like starters, yeah, you just try like Jollibee.
Jollibee?
Like, you know,
Okay. Well,
like like
what's
fried
it
chicken
now?
and rice or
Okay.
spaghetti. Yeah, just
Okay.
normal
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah.
Got you. Got you. Okay. I'll definitely check it out then for sure.
Yeah, try that first. Yeah.
All right. I'll let you know how it goes, by the way. I'll let you know by the way.
Yes, sir.
There's a
Yes,
few
sir.
spots near me and I'm like, dude, shit, I'll have to try it one day. But anyways, kind of before we go into just a couple segments I like doing, I do want to get your official prediction for this Saturday. Actually, by when I upload this interview, it will be tomorrow. So, what
Okay.
would be your prediction for, the Amadeus Ferrari fight?
So it's like a 5 round fight.
I believe so. I
Yeah,
think
5 round, 3 minutes. So this guy usually does 3 round, 3 minutes MMA fight.
yeah.
He always tired at the end of the fight.
Oh, got you. Okay.
So I'm gonna drown this guy with his own saliva, and he's probably gonna get knocked out. Yeah,
All
later
right,
in the round.
knockout. In second
Yeah,
round, you
later
said?
in the round. Later in the round.
Oh, later
Later
in the
in
round.
like you know.
Sorry, my speakers
Yeah.
are like really shit. Sorry about that. But alrighty then. Okay, that's totally fair to see then. Like I said, that this card is great. On this is 14, is there a fight in particular that like you are excited for outside of yours?
Mm, maybe the Julie Poca versus Barbie and Tempo Arts
Oh
versus
yeah,
Ben
no.
Knight.
That fight specifically is coming out with the Kingpin one for sure. That'll be very
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah,
Yeah, and then Tempo. Hopefully, I think Ben Knight has passed his like medical thing, so they're gonna be fighting for the heavyweight belt. I'm excited to see Tempo back in the ring, so that'll be
yes,
very
sir.
cool, of course. Now, on my show, I usually do this segment called the one word segment. Essentially, I'm gonna say a person, and you just have to describe them in one word. It's very simple. We'll first start with your opponent, Amadeus Ferrari.
Joker,
Joker. Okay. Um, Anthony Taylor,
Loverboy,
Loverboy. All right then. Slim,
Knockout Puncher,
King Kenny,
Jab,
Deji,
um, Good Guy,
good guy. All right. We'll go with the owner, KSI.
the Boss,
I'm sorry. I
the
have to
Boss,
boss. Okay, bet.
Boss.
All righty then. Um, just the last two. We're going to go with your coach, Coach Solomon.
Um, a very nice guy,
All righty, and then last but not least, Mams Taylor.
the Boss.
Boss. All righty. Dude, now he's a good guy though.
Yeah,
No, Mams is a goat. But anyways, lastly, I kind of want to go with like, more of a gratitude question before we wrap it up here, right? I believe I don't know how many years ago this was, but I believe you were a nurse before,
yes.
before doing all the social media stuff. Could I kind of get like a throwback or rewind to the moment where like you, I won't say like okay, like you were obviously providing a good service, but you
Yes.
didn't. Maybe that wasn't the first thing that you wanted to do. Social media,
Mm.
doing the social media stuff is I feel like you said your dream at the end of the day.
Not
To,
really.
or not dream. Okay.
So so um so I came to UK when I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
Did I didn't really do like too great like in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to retake some of my subjects to like pass them.
Got you.
Like here in the UK, nursing degrees is like free. It was funded by the government.
Oh, okay.
So I chose that because it was free. So I'm not gonna put myself in debt.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, free education. I did it for 3 years. It was like because my parents they work in a hospital.
Got you.
So I was
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, encouraged by my parents to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that work as a nurse for 5 years. I did enjoy my job. I was very good at my job.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Got you.
co like COVID times, like, like came. TikTok was like, the starting out. I started TikTok just for fun, just like making
Yeah.
videos because I used to like dance a lot, like, growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just dancing around, made one video that and then it goes viral. I kept doing it, and then
Mm-hmm.
my page just started to grow. I got quite obsessed with it, and then one time there was this event called Showstar. They invited me
Yeah.
to box for their event.
Mm-hmm.
Is like the Deji versus Wasabi. And back then I wasn't sure if I should like if I should do it because I wasn't working full time. I felt
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't have time to train or to do it. Like I was working like like 4 or 5 times a week. There was no
Yeah.
time to train. But then yeah, I started making like enough money on TikTok on social media. So I was like I'm gonna take a risk, quit my job, and I just started like doing it part time. Like I quit, but then I do it whenever I want. I go to work
Mm.
whenever I want. I just pick up like a shift
Yeah.
and then go whenever. So I
Well,
started training. I
mm-hmm.
only had like 1 month like training.
Got
I
you.
was training in the basketball court in at my university
Yeah.
and just run like I was playing basketball as my part of my training as well for like cardio. And then I met Coach Solomon like 2 weeks before the event.
Yeah.
And then yeah, he went to see me, see what I can do and stuff like that. And then since then we started working. And yeah, I fought my opponent Halal Ham on Showstar, put on a very good performance. It was very entertaining. And then Keemstar and Fusi contacted me, like they want to work with me. They believe in what I can do, so I started working with them. And from there, they got me into Misfits, like the very beginning
Y-
of Misfits.
Yeah. No, Mrs. One.
Misfits
Yeah.
one, yeah, they got me into that.
Yeah. What I was kind of like going, what I was kind of going with that question is that like, what what was that feeling like, or what was that day like when you didn't have to rely on like doing nursing and you can kind of do something you like in boxing? Is you know what I mean?
I mean, it's like it's quite different. Like job.
Okay.
I do miss like my nursing job
Oh, okay.
from time to
Mm-hmm.
time because like sometimes like making videos just gets boring
Mm,
or like some like boxing training every day like it's not like it gets boring too.
got
Sometimes
you.
you need change.
You just want change? Yeah.
And
Okay
and
then.
nursing is very unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always the same every day. I come to
Yeah.
work like it's always things happening different. But
Mm-hmm.
with boxing, like this, it's all about like doing the same thing, discipline, like consistency. Yeah,
Got you.
but I got used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Started enjoying it. I started losing weight, and I just kept doing it, man. I kept going,
Totally.
and then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like all together, probably lost like more than 30 pounds.
No, that's respect. So I might have gotten it wrong, but I thought it was like, you did nursing, but up until, obviously social media got, really good for you. And then, since I feel like, you wanted to box slash social media, that's something that you kind of wanted to do, and then you stopped doing the nursing
Now I only
job.
started
And
boxing 2 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah, no. I get that from the show star 2022.
Yeah.
I just got my info wrong because I thought like nursing was something that like not that you didn't like it, but like obviously you'd rather want to box and you
I
didn't
mean,
have to mind during the nursing thing for sure.
it was a very
Mhm.
tough job.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
it's not for the boxing,
Hmm.
telling you. Because with nursing, yeah, I'm dealing
Yeah,
with life and death situation.
that's true.
I'm
Yeah.
dealing with people's like, like life. It's
Hmm.
not like, so I have to be able to remain calm at all times and be able to like
It.
do things effectively, take
It's
actions
a
effectively. Yeah.
it's a tough dude. It's tough because I have a few buddies who are like in the this like similar thing, doctor, also like nursing thing too, and like they've had situations where you know they've had a life, obviously they couldn't recover a life right then and there, and it's like
Yeah.
that's tough to like kind of think about.
And
Obviously,
if someone dies in your shift, you'll feel it.
yeah,
You'll
it's
feel that shit.
crazy.
Like, it's crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah. But it's
Hmm.
good. Nobody like, have died in my shift.
That's
So
good.
everything's good.
That's
Yeah.
good. I had someone tell me about like um there was a client of theirs or however you want to say it, some patient. They got entered in. They literally passed away on the like on the thing, but then right when they were telling their family, he got up and like he got up to
Yeah.
and went towards his family and was like and was just like alive again. I don't know if you have anything similar to that at all.
No, nothing.
Got
No.
you. Nothing too crazy. Fair enough then. Um, I know I said last question, but I do want to ask one thing. You
Yeah.
you said you play basketball?
Yeah.
In the
It
thing?
was my first sport.
Oh shit. Okay, dude. That's same thing. I swear to God. Basketball's my first league too.
Yeah.
Do you watch NBA by any chance or just like playing just only playing
Um,
basketball?
just highlights.
Got you. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Just highlights. All right then. Well, I know you said on the Misfits channel that like um what is it? Whenever there's a situation in basketball that you would bring gloves to to go and fight instead. Did you
It's like, it was like a one time like, moment, and then
Oh, it was only once? Okay. I
yeah, one
thought
time moment, and then it's like, we'll get in trouble because
Oh, okay.
like it's at the
Hmm.
university.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was something that happened regularly where like, all right, if there's a
No, it's not
disagreement
regular.
call
No.
if there's a disagreement on a call, now let's get the gloves and just throw it
No,
in
it's
there.
just a one time, yeah, because the security they got mad with us.
No, that's good. At least,
It's not all the time, no. Maybe like
okay.
2, 3 times, that's it.
I don't want to take too much time out of your day. I just want to say first and foremost,
Thank you,
thank
man.
you, for thank you for, doing this interview. I really appreciate you for
It's all
hopping
good, bro.
on,
It's all
taking
good.
time out of your day. And yeah, man, seriously. If you have any message to all your fans, before the fight about how it's gonna go, you can let them know right now and we'll wrap it up.
Make sure to buy the tickets, um, or watch it online, the zone
Mhm.
slash Soul Papi. And I can you also like put the link of the tickets on your video.
Oh, I
Make
mean,
sure to
to
buy
be
the tickets if
yeah.
they're gonna watch it in London,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah, I could put it in the description.
Yes,
But
sir.
perfect. All right.